decided to come back for another streaming of Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age today. Now, I know I said my next stream was going to be Tuesday, due to having a very painful ulcer in my mouth, but I've decided that even when I hit Tuesday, the ulcer is still going to be there and probably still hurting me just as much. And the only way I could really get around it would be to take some complete downtime from my channel, and I don't really want to do that if I can help it. Like that is literally a last resort if I really can't, handle the pain of that ulcer on my tongue. But right now I have got stuff that's helping to keep the pain to a minimal, so I've decided that I'm just going to push forward and just get on with it. I'll literally just persevere and fight the pain. So without further ado then, we are going to continue on with the story today, and possibly some optional content stuff as well, depending on how fast we progress. And oh, excuse me. We are actually coming quite close to the end of the game now. We're getting very close to the end game content. So there may not be very many more streams of Final Fantasy XII left. And then of course we're going to be moving on to Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I do hope that you'll all come and join me for that. But in the meantime, like I said, we're going to push our way through here. And I'm just trying to jog my memory now because it's been a while since I've done this. And I just need to remember where I need to go in order for us to progress to the next section. I think it's this way. I'm just going to have a look. Right, I think we are on the right track. Just push through here. We should have our second boss fight coming up as well, actually, thinking about it. And I believe our second fight is against it's like a serpent-like creature. There it is. Talk with the devil and it shall appear. So this creature does have regen on it, which should be dispellable. I'm just going to go ahead and give that a try now. Made himself temporarily immune. Let's see if we can get around that with some magic. Unfortunately, it wasn't in time to save Bash, but we have beaten it nonetheless. Right then. So closer to the top, there will be a few rarer items and things that we can collect. just see, need to get my bearings in there, make sure we're going the right way. So we have one more boss fight to go before we reach the upper sanctuary. And then a bit further up we do have 2 espers to deal with. God, blimey, I almost choked on my own saliva for a second there. That's because I've got multiple ulcers in my mouth right now, and it's causing my mouth to produce more saliva than I should be. Right, so which way do we need to go now? If I remember correctly, this bit tripped me up last time, so I couldn't work out where I was supposed to go. There's only one place I can think of that we can go right now, and it's that waypoint. I'm a bit wary of using it because I know one of them sends you back to the bottom, and that would be an absolute pain in the butt if it did. Well, I'm going to risk it, and I'll hope for God that no, it has sent me up to the upper floor. We are now on the second ascend, the reach of Diamond Law. And for this next section, if it's the section I think it is, in order to progress, we must give up one of our powers. These are the ability to use items, the ability to I'm trying to think. I know one of them is the ability to use items. Tell you what, we'll go around each of them and we'll read the descriptions. That would be the easiest way. Might have to go through each of them this way instead to determine it. So the one that we have just hit, the power of knowledge. No, go away. Okay, so our magics are still available. We can still access items. So what have we just ditched? It doesn't tell me what I've just ditched, that's the problem. Oh, there's magics. I've got another save point here as well if we need it. But actually I will use it because Penelo's MP is just about out and kind of need that. That I believe is physical attacks. So this is the one that I normally give up, the wealth one, and I think I will follow my usual tradition of doing so again. Sorry about that folks, something was aggroing my eczema on my finger. I just had to give it a quick wash off to get rid of it. Oh, there's a symbol in the corner there, look. So yeah, items are blocked right now. And they will be blocked until we reach a certain point. So from here we can now go ahead and make our way up to the next section. And we now have to progress for a little bit without the use of items. So anything that we need to restore, we will have to do so via other means. But the only thing that you might need to restore is magic. But if you've got the charge technique, then you should be fine. Do not fret. It's looking like it's going to be a very quiet stream today, but then, to be honest, that is partially my fault because I didn't announce it. Those levels are coming in thick and fast now as well, which is good. I'm just going to pull Van out for a bit because he really could do with levelling up. I'm going to put Fran away for a bit as well because we really don't need her at the moment. I need to have a look at something. Oh no, he's set up to... Oh, he's set up to use magic, that's why. We'll turn that magic of his off. He doesn't need to be wasting his magic right now. Obviously I'm trying to keep healing to one white mage at a time in the party because obviously we're going to have to make our healing abilities last a while. Flipping heck. Okay, I think it's time we made our way up to the next floor before we get absolutely and utterly annihilated. So let's go ahead and make our way down this side because it's this side is where we actually need to be. Let me see here. We need to go this way. Where did he come from? I expected to be fighting just skeletons on that floor. I didn't expect him to come out of the woodwork. There should be a technique here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's not spawned. It's possible that it hasn't spawned this time. Right, well, in that case we'll continue forging ahead. Oh, yeah, the Behemoth. Is it the Behemoth? That's not a Reaver. I may have to mute the mic in a minute. I can feel a sneeze coming. Uh-oh. Pinello's letting the side down. That was interesting. Ah, he's been disabled. The door cannot be opened from this side. Okay. We'll have to go all the way across then. Wow. I feel like I'm hitting deja vu here. Sorry, having deja vu. With all these bits all bleeding same. Now we must face the white tiger. Well, I call him the white tiger. So again, we have to give up another power. And it can be the same one as last time. There we go. Here we go, the third ascend. For this next bit we have to choose the right crystals to get up. Luckily I know exactly which ones they are. The first one is the black one. Now there is a secret passageway here somewhere that I really want to find because it does lead to a powerful weapon. There it is. Just go ahead and put float on ourselves. Pretty sure it's the red one next. There it is, the Ultima Blade. And to get back out depends on which power you gave up earlier on. In our case it was items, so it'll be, I believe it's this one. Yep. Fuck. Right, yellow next. We are almost at the top now. And now we face Hashmal. I've already beaten him multiple times, so this should be okay for me. Alright, this next bit's quite simple really, we just have to walk around. There's nothing to really fight here, I don't think.
The din of the mist grows greater.
The Suncrest must be near.
I wonder if she'll really do it. Take revenge against the Empire. I mean, I know how she must feel. It's hard, losing someone you care about.
Something we all got in common.
But you know, no matter how hard we try, we can't change the past. There's nothing that can bring them back. Still, sometimes when I close my eyes, I can see them so clearly.
Illusions of the past. You think to have cast them off, only to find them years later, unwearying, unrelenting. The past can bind a man as surely as irons. Cut the true path. But will she? So this is the Suncrest.
King Wraithwall stood here. With this sword, he cut the Suncrest and took its power in his hand.
But you're going to use the sword to destroy the Suncrest. Aren't you, Ash?
Don't interrupt me, Vaughn. You want revenge? You would have me use the stone? You would have me destroy the Empire? Is this my duty? Is this what you want? I cannot.
Why do you hesitate? Take what is yours. The Christ is a blade. It was meant for you. Wield it. Avenge your father. Yes, it was I who wore Bashi's face, who cut down the life of Dalmasca. Lady Ash, your father's murderer is here.
You and Rex!
I slew your king. I slew your country. Do these deeds not demand vengeance? Yes, good. Find your wrath. Take up your sword. Fight, and serve those who died before you.
A Judge Magister there was. 2 years passed. He took in his hand the Midlight Shard, stolen from Nabradia, and used it not knowing what he did. And Nabudis was blown away. Sid ordered this of him, to learn the Nethicite's true power. That man swore never to let such terrible power be used again. He forsook his Judasus plate and his name.
Judge Sect.
It's been too long, Gabranth. Reach out your hand, Lady Ash. But remember, that which you must grasp is something beyond revenge, something greater than despair. Something beyond our reach. Try as we might, Gabranth, history's chains bind us too tightly.
No, we cannot escape the past. This man is living proof. What is your past, daughter of Dalmasca? Did you not swear revenge? Do the dead not demand it?
Wrestler. My prince. Our time was short. Yet I know this. You are not the kind to take base revenge! The Wrestler I knew is gone.
You are our saint, Tashalia Benagan. You must use the Nethicite. You must be the one to straighten history's weave.
I am no false saint for you to use. In all Dalmasca's long history, not once did we rely on the Dusk Shard. Our people resolved never to use it, though their need might be dire. That was the Dalmasca I wanted back. To use the stone now would be to betray that. I will destroy the Suncrest. I will discard the stone.
You claim no need of power? What of your broken kingdom's shame? The dead demand justice!
You're wrong. What would change? I can't help my brother now. My brother's gone. He's dead.
Even with power, we cannot change what is past. What is done, is done.
Yet without power, what future can you claim? What good a kingdom you cannot defend?
Then I will defend Queen and Kingdom both.
Ha! Defend? You? You who failed Landis and Dalmasca. What can shame hope to keep safe? Your shield is shattered. Your oaths poison those you would protect.
Now we face Judge Gladwin.
Hear me, Bosh. Do not think killing the Kingslayer will win you back your honor. When you abandoned home and kin, your name was forever stained with blood. So you, too, would leave your debts unpaid.
Enough of this! I can bear no more.
You disappoint me, Gabranth. He trusted you. When you bared steel against the princess, you forswore your obligations to your emperor. You shame yourself and make mockery of Lord Lars's trust. You are unfit to serve him as sword or shield, and so I release you from that service. Your presence is neither required nor welcome.
Gabranth!
You were only a tool of this Venar.
How quaint. We are allies. The Ocuria give men power as a master feeds his dog. It is meant to tame us. How well you've resisted their wile. By turning your back on their stones, you give us free hand to write our own history.
And at what price? Dalmasca's freedom for your nethicite? I shall not suffer you to have it. The Suncrest be damned!
Be sure that it is! For what other purpose do you think you brought us here? But, my lady, I would have you stay your Acurian sword. The Suncrest is glutted with mist, and so precious a thing must not be squandered. Let us use the stone! Finish this for now! Shards of Nephesite, cocoon of the Suncrest, spill forth your mist upon this evil east. Let sea and sky be awash in it, that Bahamut may come and drink his fill.
brightly burned their lanthorn. Casts it back the shadow of a Curian design. Testament that man's history shall be his alone.
You made your nethersite for this. You mimic the Acuria Stone for what? To become a god yourself?
On whose shoulders better to stand than those of the would-be gods? Ah, such high hopes I once had, but you ran and they with you. Alas, the hour of your return is late. Come, family, revel in the glory of my triumph! No pity from me! Stand and fight! Behold the manufactured nethersite, the fruit of our power and knowledge. See what the stone of man is capable of. Witness its power with your own eyes. Transfer it to me! You dream of death! Wake and die! Dream of death! Wake and die!
Huh? The controller's died.
No pity for me! Stand and fight!
Let him by, Fenar. It is done. Ah, how I have enjoyed these 6 years.
The pleasure was all mine.
Was there no other way? Spend your pity elsewhere. If you are so set on running, hadn't you best be off, fool of a pirate?
Fran? Fran!
The mist burns to bursting. It beats. The cocoon. The Suncrist bursts. You must run as far as you can.
Easy, Fran.
Hadn't you best be off? That's what a sky pirate does. You fly, don't you?
I suppose you'd better hang on then.
Ash! The sword! We have to stop it!
must quit this place. It's reacting. I've not seen its like before. Nay, never this large. Never such threat impendent. For Nabudis.
Redis! Redis, no!
I, Judge Magister, condemn you to oblivion!
Well, that's what you call an explosion.
Redis. Al-Cid?
We let ourselves inside. The situation is one demanding some haste, you understand?
How did you know where we were?
My little birds, they tell me many, many things. My lady, the war begins now.
Then you were unsuccessful in stopping the Rosarian fleet?
I used a variety of methods. All went according to plan until it came time to request withdrawal of our most devoted generals. In their enthusiasm for war, our great military leaders went behind my back straight to Marquis Sandor's resistance.
The resistance?
During training, a division of the Resistance ignored their orders and disappeared. They were next found exchanging broadsides with the Imperials over Old Nabradia.
Why would they go there? They were asking to be found.
You misunderstand. Those ships must surely belong to Rosarian Division. They may have joined Ondor's resistance forces as patriots or even mercenaries, but in reality they are regulars of the Rosarian army, under direct command of our war pavilion. This fifth column has invaded Imperial airspace and provoked a response. Unable to abandon them, His Excellency the Marquis was obliged to give his main fleet the order to attack. And the battleground is Dalmasca.
Should this fight drag on, Rosaria will enter the fray. The defense of Dalmasca is their excuse, and we will have a war between empires.
Correct. They will bide their time waiting to strike until the Empire has spent itself against the Marquis. But then he will crush them and the Marquis both between his hands.
Vayne holds the Dusk Shard no longer. His advantage is lost.
Vayne has advantages enough. He stands on higher ground, and my birds tell me he has awoken something quite large. Bahamut, Lord of the Sky. There was a stirring in the mist, in the direction of Ridorana, I'm told. Bahamut awoke soon after this.
It is the mist that came before the Christ was undone. It breathed life into this Bahamut. If Rethers had not stopped it when he did, how much more mist might it have drunk? All went according to Dr. Sid's designs.
Yes, the man's last great accomplishment, I fear. And so it falls to me to put an end to the thing.
Vayne commands Bahamut himself?
He comes to Rabanastre.
Then I will defend Dalmasca and stop this Bahamut. This is my charge.
That's our charge, actually.
It's our home. It belongs to us all.
And my charge is to hinder and delay this Rosarian invasion for as long as is possible. I will do what I can. Ah, yes. When this unpleasantness is done, you must come to Rosaria. I will take you to the Amber Vale of Clan Margrace. Such things I will show you. Until then, I will be waiting.
Okay, so we are now on the very last piece of the story. And we now have more optional content to do. Alright then folks, I'm going to take a break at this point, so I'll catch you all on Tuesday, hopefully, 2:30 PM UK time. Ta-ta for now.